What's going on, guys? Andy Grossman here with Skill Set Magazine, and I'm out here on the range today for another episode of Home on the Range, where we take out veterans and hear their stories, get them out shooting, and have some fun. I'm here today with Mr. Ray Kashkar.
Well, happy to be here. Ray Kashkar, former Navy SEAL, Chief Communications Officer of Watchtower Firearms, and today I'm going to take Andy through an epic journey, and we're going to fire some great American firearms.
Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you guys stay tuned after as well, after we shoot, because we're going to do a little interview and learn what makes cash cash.
Boom. All right, the first gun we're going to shoot today is the NISRO. This is the Navy SEAL Rob O'Neill AR-15. It's got the 16-inch barrel. It's got the ambidextrous safety and charging handle. We have the paracord on the back. Obviously, we've got the red accents. Now, some people like to moan and bitch about the red accents, but Rob O'Neill was on red team, so that's why we're doing it. This also has an EOTech upgrade package that you can throw on with the 3x and the EOTech itself. It is nasty. So what we did is we wanted to reinvent the gun that Rob killed Osama bin Laden with. It's just bigger, better, meaner, and stronger. So check it out. This is the first weapon we're going to fire. All right, Andy, my friend, you are going to be shooting our OD Green Cerakote AR-15. This thing is a monster. Retractable stock. It's got the MOE grip on it, ambidextrous safety and charging handle, 16-inch barrel. You've thrown your own scope on it and a few other mods. This is the best bang for the buck. It is a monster. It will drive straight and hard every time. So you ready?
I love it.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. So first I'm going to shoot this green Cerakote gun. I'm super excited about this thing. I decked it out a little bit with the UTG Pro All-American made parts that I had laying around, and this gun is sweet.
All right, so the first gun I'm going to shoot today is the NISRO. That's Rob O'Neill's gun. The reason why I'm a big fan of it, I like the front forward grip on it, and I like the barrel, and I'm a huge fan of that double stage trigger.
That thing is smooth. So I got to shoot the green Cerakote gun finally. That thing was a blast to shoot. It's amazing. Now I got to shoot Rob O'Neill's gun.
So as far as a reaction, why I'm such a fan of the NISRO is it's got that Dragon Slayer on it. So no rise in the muzzle when you're shooting. You're on target every time. So I'm a big fan. It's my #1 go-to. So I want to switch guns, and I want you to feel this. This is an upgrade, but this thing is going to stay on target. Obviously, you know, as you're engaging the target, right, you're not going to have that muzzle rise like you normally would. So if you're engaging a threat, you know, you're right back on the target quicker. And you know as well as I do, the tighter you are on the target, the more chance of survivability and success you're going to have, depending
100%.
Whether it's hunting or you're in a gunfight.
Yep, for sure.
So let's switch them up and try it.
Sounds good.
All right, weapons on safe. The second weapon I'm going to shoot is the OD Green Cerakote. The reason why I'm a big fan of this, I don't want to say this is our base model, but it doesn't have a lot of the trimmings that Rob's NISRO does. So what you can do is kind of grow into it. So, you know, it doesn't have the muzzle brake on it, but you can add that. It has a basic trigger, but it's a great starter weapon. But you can always customize it and grow as you become more of an avid shooter.
So now I got to shoot Rob O'Neill's gun. It's going to be awesome. So I'm excited to shoot this because obviously Rob O'Neill invented this gun and came up with this design. I noticed the foregrip. I'm not a big foregrip guy, so like I always have hand stops on my stuff. What's up? Why do you pick a foregrip?
So hold this, if you will.
Yep.
Us old guys that used to do room clearing, when we go in, we will punch and pull the weapon in. A lot of people now are using a C-clamp or the modified C-clamp, but if your hands are sweaty or you have blood on them, and you punch and you hit something, your hands could actually slip and you could grab, you know, hit that barrel.
Makes sense.
How we do it versus old school is, you know, you have that punch and pull and you're locked in. So This is something us older guys do. I'm a fan of both techniques, and I think there's a time to use both applications.
Yep.
But when I'm kicking indoors, I like to have a front. This is or MOE.
Yep.
I like to have that, just something to grab, really, that's sturdy right
Gotcha.
there.
Makes sense.
All right.
Cool.
You want
Let's
to go?
shoot 'em. Let's do it.
Going hot. I'm out. Nice.
Ah, that's nice.
Smooth.
That thing
You
is
see how
smooth.
it stays right on.
It literally does. That brake makes a huge difference compared. I mean, that's same round, same everything, just that brake.
And
It's
what's
pushing
so
it
great
down.
is you can modify, because we have a configurator that's coming out where you can add upgrades to this. So you can customize
So
each
kind
and
of
every
a build your
Yeah,
own
we have our
rifle.
own yeah, we have a configurator that will be coming out later.
That's awesome.
Where you can, piecemeal, as long as it is as it adapts to this, which, that will work on everything.
Yep.
It's great. So, you
Fantastic.
get to, if you don't want to spend the price difference, you can get a little bit of both worlds in here, because this is a great weapon, right?
It is.
And Rob has a saying. He said, if this is the first gun you've ever shot, I want it to be the best, and if it's your 100th gun you've ever shot, I want it to be your best. So, this is set up everything with the 3x and the EOTech. This is more, you buy it and then you build it up as you progress,
Yeah.
right? This is for someone who knows exactly what they want. I feel that, this one is, even though it's an amazing firing system, you have room to grow. So this is kind of like the Sportster, and this is the Road King. It's ready to go, right?
Makes perfect sense. So on that one, when you guys sent that thing to me, first thing I did was look at it and I was like, I need to put some stuff on it, right?
Okay.
So the one thing I mainly noticed is how tight the tolerances are between the upper and lower.
Yes.
So you guys do all your own machining, obviously.
All our own machining, and I'll tell you what, the exact numbers are ridiculous. And there's no fudge factor here.
There isn't.
It's a perfect fit. Or Jason Kolaski, who's the CEO,
Yeah.
Lily, he won't use it.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you this, breaking this thing down and putting it back together is a bear.
Oh, it is.
Because it's so tight.
Yep.
Right? The first time I did it, I was like, holy, I got to get back to the gym.
Oh yeah, it took me 10 minutes to get that thing apart.
But
I'm
what
like,
you'll
holy
notice
cow.
about this gun is there's not a lot of rattling, right?
Yeah,
When you're shooting
nothing.
this weapon, there's not a lot of rattling
Yep.
going on.
Yep.
So, and that's what we want. We want it tight, crisp, and firm.
Yep, I love it. Cool. Well, let's see what else you brought. Let's shoot
All
some
right,
more stuff.
Let's go to work. So the next rifle that I'm going to be shooting is the 308. Now, this is my go-to. This is the Beast. Big, mean, but with that muzzle brake on it, it shoots no different than the 5.56. So let's talk about this first. We got this is our gray. Obviously the same applications apply. We just got a bigger bite, right? The 308, it'll reach out and touch you just a little farther if you need to. Retractable buttstock. We're real big on the ambidextrous safeties and charging handle, right? So we want to make this applicable to a lefty or righties. This is our tactical model. We got the EOTech on there. This is a heavier weapon. This thing is solid. We also we put the muzzle brake on it, the Dragon Slayer again, because obviously 308's got a little bit more of a recoil.
Keep it under
I'm
control.
telling you this right now, I can hold this with one arm and keep it right on target. This is a beast. So this is the first weapon we're gonna shoot. And let's go over to this.
What is this American beast right here? I mean, this thing is this screams me. This is what this is.
Well, this screams America.
So now I got the light F1 9mm, a little bit different change up here, the competition style gun. This gun screams me because it's American and it's just awesome. Can't wait to shoot this thing.
This is our F1 competition series. So what this is this is our skeletonized weapon. This is what our shooters are using. It's a little bit lighter, obviously a lot more flashier, and it screams America. So I'm a huge fan of this, so I love this one. True story, F1 falls under Watchtower. So F1 was owned by previous owner, Jason Kolaski, our new CEO, Marine Recon, don't hold that against him. purchased it, and this is going to still fall under our competition series.
Gotcha.
So we have like our tactical LEO division, and then we have our competition series. So
Gotcha.
you're going to feel a difference, right, in this. Much lighter. Think about 3 guns. Think about obviously the displacement of weight, lighter, so you can move it quicker and a little bit, a little bit more nastier if you need to. We got the Hyperfire trigger on here, so we have different triggers. Rob's gun had the 2-stage. We have different triggers that we can apply. This thing is nasty, so let's go to work. You ready?
It's so light too. It's awesome.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh yeah.
All right.
Excited for this. All right, so 9 mil versus 308.
Short man's complex. Let's go. Going hot. Clear.
Yeah, that thing makes some noise.
Likes to pop you in the face too, but it is mean. Obviously this
awesome.
thing's dialed in. The one piece of steel lost. But here's what's important to understand, whether you're using the Watchtower or you're using the F1, it's gonna work.
Yep.
Every time you get behind it, there's no jams, there's no double feeds, right? There's no tap rack bangs. It works every time. We are building America's next great firearm. These things have been tested, retested, and tested over again. And that's our guarantee, that when you get behind this thing, it's gonna work every frickin' time. And that's what, whether you're a veteran, an LEO, avid hunter, or you're just a great American who loves getting behind the wheel, if you will, of a badass firearm, this is what you're getting. The best bang for the buck.
I love it.
All right.
It's awesome.
Yes,
you wanna
sir.
switch? I got to shoot that 308.
Let's switch and do it. Let's reload and do it again.
All righty. So now it's time for the big guy, the 308. I can't wait. So here's that.
All right.
There you go.
That's nothing.
Isn't it crazy?
Oh my
the
God,
difference?
crazy. You ready? Let's go to work.
Let's do it.
Here's
Going hot?
going hot. You ready?
Yep. Ooh, man. What a difference that is. That thing is smooth though. For 308, there's no movement.
There's no movement. It
That's
stays on
insane.
target
That's amazing.
every time.
I've shot a lot of 308s, a lot of big calibers. That is the smoothest 308 I have ever shot in my life. Unbelievable how well that thing runs.
Reaction to shooting a 308, boom, because it's on target every time.
All right, so we shot some good stuff. We shot some steel. We blew up the range here, but now we're gonna make some real noise with these guns, and let's America it up here.
Let's do it.
I love it. So we've had some fun shooting some steel today. It is time to make some noise. Time for the boom. So Ray brought the guns. We had some fun. I brought some boom, some sonic boom. We're gonna blow some stuff up now. That's
Nice.
America, baby. So I smoked with sonic boom first shot. It was awesome. Ray had a little bit of trouble with his.
So with the sonic boom, Andy shot the first time. I wanted to make him feel like he was half as man as me, so I took 3 shots before I crushed it.
Missed.
I'm hitting it.
You're just over the top.
Okay, go lower.
Oh!
Hold on.
Hit the side.
Where the f am I hitting?
It's all around it.
Careful.
Need a little hair on it. There it is.
It heated pants before it blew up. It heated pants before it blew up.
So he finally honed it in. Cash got his sonic boom.
Reaction to the sonic boom, I was a fan. I'm not sure the police that showed up today were, but hey, God bless America. Going hot, I think.
Yeah. I like it.
So overall, it was a great American day. We shot some great platforms, American made, American owned, and we're doing what we do. We shoot red, white, and blue.
We had a great day out on the range here, shooting some Watchtower firearms, all American made. Unbelievable. It's what I stand for, it's what Skill Set stands for, and I just love the American made aspect of this manufacturing. All right, so we had a lot of fun shooting. I appreciate you bringing out those guns. Watchtower firearms stuff is amazing.
Heck yeah.
So I want to learn a little bit more about Ray Cash Care.
Let's do it.
First of all, where does Cash come from? I gotta know.
Okay, so my last name is Care. I've been Care Bear since the beginning of time. When I showed up to work at the agency, the Charlie India Alpha, they asked me what my call sign was, and I said Care Bear. And the lady there, her name was Karen, said, no, it can't be. Well, I was with Tom Rochoff, Jeff Fink, and another guy, and they said, we're gonna call you Cash. And I couldn't figure out why. Now, the backstory was, engaged to my fiance at the time, just got out of the Navy, scared shitless to go into contracting world. I had a Cash shirt on.
Okay.
So they said, we're gonna call you Cash. I was a big pre-Joaquin Phoenix Johnny Cash fan. So that's how I got Cash.
Gotcha. It's always interesting.
It's not as sexy as you think.
No, it's always interesting to learn these though, because
Yeah.
it's like, well, where the hell did that come from? So you were a SEAL. What team were you on, and what got you into that? What got you into operating?
So what got me into operating is I was a punk when I was a kid.
Okay.
I joined the military to not go to jail. I quickly realized that the military, you get out of it what you put into it. So show up early, do your job, be respectful, and you can climb the ladder of success. I wanted to be a Navy SEAL because I was told it was the toughest thing to do.
Okay. Challenge.
I served on East Coast SEAL teams, SDV Team 2. No war hero, I don't pretend to be. Got out and joined the agency.
Awesome. I like it. So you said you had a kind of troubled childhood. You were kind of a problem child. I was myself as well, so I understand that completely. How did that affect your getting into the military and where you went once you were there?
Well, my father was murdered when I was 11. I am the byproduct of a lot of abuse. We don't need to get into it. And how that helped mold me and shape me is no matter what was put in front of me, I realized that I had been through harder shit in my life. And I think that has made me the man that I am today. I'm not gonna play the victim. So I decided to flip the script and be a positive role model. Take the pain and learn from it.
Gotcha. Makes sense. So you got into, once you got out of the military, you got into, I know you do a lot of public speaking. You do some acting, correct? Like kinda?
Shitty acting, but yeah, I did some acting.
So what else do you do? Tell everybody what you actually do. You're involved in like 100 companies, I swear.
Yeah, well,
I can't figure out whatever you do.
My main job is I'm the Chief Communications Officer of Watchtower Firearms,
Okay.
right? So I take care of all the media and, kind of socializing is what I do, which is what I'm good at. I'm running a course with a gentleman by the name of Matt Schneider called the Q course, which is the quit course, right? What we try to instill in people is quit something that doesn't serve you anymore. If you want to be successful, you can't want it, you have to be obsessed with it. And then my passion project is I work with youth. So I go around and I speak from Fortune 500 companies all the way down to troubled youth. And I'm making impact and trying to teach these young men that no matter what hand you were dealt, you can control the narrative of your destiny.
Gotcha. Love it. I love it. So where do you see yourself going from here? Obviously, you just started up with Watchtower not too long ago, right? It was,
Yeah.
what,
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
couple
We
months
just started
ago,
a couple
right?
months ago.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself going from here? What's next for Cash?
Well, first, after we dominate the firearms industry, And I mean everybody.
That's-
We're going after, I'm picking a fight with everybody that's
love
not
it.
American made, American owned.
It's not going to be hard for you guys after shooting those guns.
It's not. I am taking the speaking to the next level, and my goal and vision is to make sure that I can try to reach out to as many young men and women in this country and make an impact and tell them that you have meaning and you have purpose, and that's what it's about. We want to create a nationwide youth program with shooting, teaching young men and women that as long as you understand the firearms, that you can do good with the firearms.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I like it.
I love it.
I love it. I love the American made aspect. So what is American made? I mean, obviously we've been talking, it means a lot, right? It means a lot to me. It means a lot to you. What does that actually mean to you? What is American made?
Well, that means every single component of this weapon, from the steel to the workers, are American. We're not outsourcing our shit to the lowest bidder. We're not buying steel and aluminum from China. We're getting it here in America. Our optics, we're using EOTech. They're made in Detroit. It doesn't get any more American than that. So what does it mean to me? It means red, white, and blue. Anything that is associated that falls within the realm of the United States, that's where we use it. That's the workers that we get. And that's how we're going to crush and dominate this industry.
I love it.
Mark my words.
I love it. So what is, I got to know, because I'm a big firearms guy. I'm a firearms instructor. This is what I do for a living, as you know. What's your favorite gun? I got to know. What's your favorite platform? Let's just go there.
So as of right now, it's the 308, right? The 308 with the Dragon Slayer, it shoots like a 5.56. It has no recoil, but I'm going to let everybody know this right now. We have a 1911 coming out that if you're a gal, it's going to blow your skirt up, and if you're a guy, it's going to give you morning wood like you've never imagined. It shoots as flat as a pancake. Nick Johnson from PewView designed this gun. It is literally, I call it the Staccato and the Atlas Killer.
Love it.
I'm
a huge 1911 guy, so I can't wait to see this thing.
And I'm not calling them out. I'm just telling you what we're going to do.
I love it. I love it. And that's all American made too.
All American made, down to every nut, bolt, and cranny.
I love it. That's awesome. I'm a huge 1911 guy.
Well,
so
it's a double stack, and I promise you, I'll make sure you get your hands on one.
oh, I'm gonna have to. I definitely need to shoot that thing. So obviously we've talked about your childhood a little bit. We talked about where you're at now. How did the military actually get you there? How did being in the SEAL teams and things like that get you to where you are today?
Oh, it forged discipline. I am a master of discipline, right? I don't want to be known as a motivational speaker. I want to be someone that elevates people. I think, you know, being in the SEAL teams, and I give credit to all the military special spec ops groups out there. That's the one commonality we have, discipline, and that's what sets us aside from a word that I hate, and that's average. I refuse to be average. I want to be a savage, and that all stems from the childhood and the discipline that I learned in the military. All I've done is taken what I've learned from childhood in the military, and I've put it in the civilian world. It's not hard to be great.
Yeah.
All you have to do is show up early, do your job, and have a great freaking attitude, and produce a great product, no matter what it is.
Yep.
That's it.
It's true, 100%. So would you do it all over again?
Oh, I would do it all over again. I wouldn't blink an eye. I wouldn't change a thing. People ask me the hardships are what created me. Those hardships, I think of myself as a double-edged sword, right? The savage and the servant. And all that pain it sharpened me and honed in my skills. And instead of, like I said, playing the victim, I want to teach people that no matter what you've gone through, the world could be yours as long as you show up with a team attitude, trust, effort, attitude, and mission. You can dominate anything that you set your mind to.
So obviously we've learned about you. We learned about what you do, the companies, all that good stuff. What do you have in this series that I do, Home on the Range? I like to my goal is to help other veterans, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have, what advice do you have for veterans that might be struggling with PTSD? And have you ever struggled with any PTSD yourself?
Two great questions. Number one, yes, I have struggled. And number two, the best advice I can give to any veteran, if you're listening, is number one, you're not alone. Number two, the feelings that you're feeling aren't making you weird or anything. So the best advice I can say is if don't be selfish, right? Be selfless, ask for help, find another vet that you can talk to, go talk to a counselor, and I am living proof that there are people that can help fix you. You know, PTSD is an evil monster that happens to more people than you could ever imagine. I have PTSD from childhood, but there are drills and there are groups and there are people that can help you with this. And the best thing that you can do is surround yourself with other people that are going through the same shit as you, and realize that you're not alone, and then you can dissect each little avenue of that PTSD and you can start to kind of carve away at it. It's never going to go away though, ever.
Yeah.
And my heart goes out to every single man, woman, and there's even children in this world that have PTSD.
Oh, 100%. It's not just a military thing. That's what people don't understand. And I think a lot of people that I've seen anyway is that they're afraid to talk about it. Especially guys, they feel like they're weak because they're talking about, you know, emotions and things like that. And I think it's important that they talk about it.
Well, I think you honed in on something that was, I know I can speak for, and I'm looking at another Spec Ops guy here, is our ego gets in the way of everything. And we don't want to be portrayed as weak, but this is something that I'm going to tell each and every one of you. Being vulnerable is the ultimate sign and of strength. Let me do that again. But the one thing that I can tell you is being vulnerable is actually a sign of strength. The minute that you become vulnerable, you will become in better touch with yourself, and you'll be able to express yourself more, and you'll be able to address these feelings and these demons. And this is what I tell every single human being that has PTSD. People try to kill PTSD. You can't kill a demon. You can only name, claim, and tame it. Understand it and learn how to avoid it so you don't trigger it. That's the best advice I can give to someone, because that's what the advice that I'm using on myself.
Yep. I like it. So, what's next? Where do we go see, where do we see Cash next? What is Cash doing next?
Well, there's different levels of Cash. There's Cash the businessman with the gun company. We're going to take it to the next level. We will be the firearm of firearms. As a father and a husband, I'm just going to continue to be the best version of myself I can, showing up every day to be the best version of myself. And Cash the speaker and the motivator and the educator, I am going to go out and I am going to impact as many people as I can. I'm speaking nationwide. I'm running around with people like Tim Grover, Bedros Cooley, and all these amazing entrepreneurs. And I am going to bring my energy, my passion, and my drive to it. And this is what I tell people. You either love me or you hate me, but you only have one option with me. Get on the success train or I'm going to run you over.
I like it. That's awesome.
That's it.
Well, I appreciate you coming out to Michigan, having some fun shooting, bring some guns with you. It was awesome. I had a blast.
I appreciate it. God bless you and God bless America.
Anybody that wants to follow you and your journey, where do they go to find that? Your website? You got social media accounts? Where do they go?
A Navy SEAL that doesn't have a social media account? Oh yeah, Instagram, Ray Cash Care. You can go to raycashcare.com. That's my own page for booking of anything that you want to do. And I'm Ray Cash Care on the Facebooks and the LinkedIns. But this is what I'll tell you. Whether you're looking for me to help educate you or you need help with PTSD, hit me up on those accounts and I answer every single DM and question that's out there.
Perfect. Well, thank you, sir.
The pleasure was all yours.
And thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Thank you.